Olá pessoal, tudo bem? Nessa aula nós iremos aprender como usar os advérbios de frequência. Aprender a formular frase com palavras tais como sempre, de vez em quando, às vezes, dificilmente, algumas palavras aqui no caso para nós seria como esporadicamente, enfim. Palavras que no vocabulário da língua inglesa é bem mais vasto comparado com o português e que nós conseguimos dar até uma vazão de porcentagem quando você usa essas palavras. Então, nesse vídeo você vai aprender como usar essas palavras, o significado delas e a porcentagem que você irá usá-las em detalhes. Então, você poderá formular frases com os advérbios de frequência de forma apropriada. Então, dá uma olhada na aula aqui, nessa aula de hoje. In this class, you are going to learn about adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, frequently, often, sometimes, occasionally, rarely, seldom, hardly ever, never, 100%, always, 90%, usually, 70%, frequently, 60%, often, 50%, sometimes, 40%, occasionally, 30%, rarely, 20%, seldom, 10%, hardly ever, 0%, never. Okay, and now that you learned about the adverbs of frequency and about the percentage of each word and how important each of these words is, you're going to learn how to make sentences with them. How do we formulate sentences using the adverbs of frequency and how we locate these words in a sentence. Have a look at the examples. Always, always. We always go home late. We always go home late. I always do my homework at night. I always do my homework at night. Usually. Usually. My mother usually does her shopping on the weekend. My mother usually does her shopping on the weekend. I usually have bread for breakfast. I usually have bread for breakfast. Frequently. Frequently. I run at the park frequently. I run at the park frequently. I like to eat pizza frequently. I like to eat pizza frequently. Often. Often. How often do you go to the gym? How often do you go to the gym? She often wears that dress. She often wears that dress. Occasionally. Occasionally. I go to pubs occasionally. I go to pubs occasionally. I occasionally go to the cinema. I occasionally go to the cinema. Sometimes. Sometimes. Sometimes I have to go to the bank. Sometimes I have to go to the bank. Sometimes I work overtime. Sometimes I work overtime. Rarely. Rarely. I rarely travel overseas. I rarely travel overseas. He rarely gets good grades at school. He rarely gets good grades at school. Seldom. Seldom. I seldom read a book. I should read more. I seldom read a book. I should read more. My father seldom gives me an allowance. My father seldom gives me an allowance. Hardly ever, hardly ever. Hardly ever I have lunch at a restaurant. Hardly ever I have lunch at restaurants. Hardly ever I go to nightclubs. Hardly ever I go to nightclubs. Never, never. I never been overseas. I never been overseas. I never go out on the weekends. I never go out on the weekends. Very good. So now that you learned how to make sentences using the adverbs of frequency, let's have a look at the vocabulary for this class. Go, home, late, homework, run, eat, wear, gym, dress, grades, overseas, weekend. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you liked the class. If you like it, please subscribe it. Just to remind you once again, I teach English privately on Skype. My Skype address, mail address, and website address is going to be displayed in the end of this video. If you need anything related to English doubts or regards any things you feel like you learned in English, please email me or simply add me on Skype. I would be more than glad to help you out. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. That was Inglês Global. Learn a language now and have a great opportunity in your life. See you.